really sorry. For some reason, the system was acting up. I think it's more on Facebook's end than my end. Uh, I don't know what's going on with it. Let me double check something here before I go any further. Okay, there we go. Now it should work. Um, Anyway, if you want to watch this video, you can watch it over again on YouTube. Now, I have commented earlier, and of course I was having trouble with this and deleted the other video. When you go to YouTube, hey Dorothy, when you go to YouTube, be careful how you comment. Comment in one block, don't do several comments on there. They basically nailed me for spamming. Well, I'm not really spamming. I'm just putting down things that I remembered that, the creator suggested that he do and everything else. Anyway, they said, well, this is spamming. Well, I don't remember what comment I made. Okay, and what video, because they didn't state that. And I flashed a note back to them. I said, guys, please refer to what video that I made spamming comments on. Because I make comments all the time to various video creators. So you need to be more specific, more concise, if you will. Anyway, sometimes they get bent out of shape because of spamming and everything, and I go, spamming, I refer spamming as to, nonsensical mega rat type comments. That's what I refer to spamming as. Okay? So anyway, when you're on YouTube, just be sure to be careful. Okay? And same here on Facebook. They get bent out of shape just because you state the truth. Well, that's just too bad. They have to learn the truth. Now, I was watching Midas Touch this morning. I'm going to turn on the top light here. Hold on a minute. There, it should be better. It's not so bright. I was watching Midas Touch this morning, and we were talking about the trial that Trump was at for the fraud trial in New York. Well, Trump got in trouble with the judge because Trump kept mumbling and talking softly to himself and everything else and not really answering the questions he's supposed to answer. And the judge told him, he said, you will answer the questions and you will speak up and you will behave yourself. In other words, he really slapped Trump hard on this. And then, of course, his lawyer, one of the lawyers, Christopher Case, said, well, he is answer the question, and go, no, he didn't. He keeps trying to make this into a political rally, if you will. And politics does not belong in the court. This is about the law. And he reminded Trump that he's under a gag order when he leaves. Well, Trump kept throwing mini tantrums and everything else, and I was going like, the judge was about this close to throwing Trump out of court. Okay? Instead of throwing him out in court, he should throw him in jail. Just give him a taste of it. And his lawyers. His lawyers were acting very unprofessionally. And even Letitia James was sitting there laughing at Trump like, you're an idiot. You're a dumb idiot. And he says, you can't have all things at once. And Trump doesn't seem to get it, okay? So I hope in many ways for him that he loses everything. I really do. He gets nailed for his breaking federal law and state law in New York. New York is pretty tough about that. They don't play around. Um, so anyway, Judge was just he got the he's I bet he's thinking to himself, I'll be so glad when this trial's over with and decision's already made and we stick with that decision and move on. That's what he's saying. Now there is another trial that's going to happen, which is in January. I think January or February, a couple months anyway. Oh, you did? Okay. Well, they didn't televise it in court because there's no television in court in that particular fraud trial court. Now, the fraud, or the not fraud, but the trial that's going to happen in D.C., that one will be televised. And I'm sure there's going to be strict restrictions on that too by Judge Chunkin, because she's not going to put up with this crap. And she has a gag order on him too. And even Judge Energon was going, told Trump's judges that, or not Trump's lawyers, that if they messed up and they kept going after personnel or jury or, court personnel, he will imply sanctions and also possibly jail. So, should be focusing on the law, okay? And Trump is not helping himself by doing all these antics. It's not going to get him out of it. It's not going to help him. So, let's see what else. Now over the weekend, over in Israel, over the Gaza Strip area on the southern border, they have been letting getting Americans out and getting those that want to leave Gaza Strip out and some of the Palestinians out. And many of them went to Egypt. Instead of just arbitrarily bombing and everything else, they should have done more surgical strikes at Hamas themselves. Or send in ground troops just to go after the Hamas targets and try to protect the citizens. The Palestinians are caught in the middle, okay? And they deserve to have their own state too. Palestine's been around for thousands of years, okay? If you remember your history. But the big bullies right there are the Hamas. It's a radical political militant group, and they don't want peace. They just want to bully people. And you know what? They need to be put in their place. But the same token, you want to protect the citizens there. So, Hamas really have no right to hide behind women and children and the citizens of Palestine at all. And you know what? I think the Palestinian army needs to go after the Hamas. Give them the boot. Now, on the other side of the pond, here, with the mega rats saying, well, we don't want the FBI, we don't want this, we don't want that. And I'm going, well, if you don't want any of those things, go buy an island and live somewhere else. And I think their citizenship should be yanked. Because if they're not going to support the Constitution, especially those in the Senate and the House, the mega rats that are in there, they should be removed from Congress or given the boot. Frankly, they should be given the boot. And not allowed to run for office ever again. Now, I don't know what the status is on the Colorado trial when they went to remove Trump from the ballot there. I don't know if that trial is concluded yet. But Trump's lawyers are fighting that one too. Well, they're losing, okay? Because they themselves don't have concrete evidence as to why Trump should stay on the ballot. He shouldn't, because he's the one that instigated January 6th. You heard him. You saw him on TV, and his announcement is like, guy, when you lose, and that's it. Now, if he behaved himself and conceded the race, then he wouldn't be in this pickle, would he? But he would still have to face federal charges on fraud, embezzlement, RICO Act charges, especially in Georgia, and from there. But you got 3 more trials to contend with. Okay, this one should be finished up. I think it's almost finished up. The one in New York, the fraud trial. Then you have DC trial. Then you have the Georgia trial. And then in Florida, you have the SEPA trial, which are the documents that Trump stole. Now, I think now Judge Cannon should be removed. And 11th Circuit should remove her. And put somebody in there that has experience of handling these type of trials. Okay? But those that involved in espionage, and which Trump did. Espionage and stealing top secret documents and everything else. I hope he goes to jail for a long time on all these 91 counts. I really do. He needs to be taught a very, very, very tough lesson. Now, let's see. I'm still working on ending all this. I'm still working on my stores, both of them. They're both open, or will be open. I'm still working on my Ginger's Headline store. My Ginger Store More is up and running. It's open. So you could go in there and find what you find. I'm going to still see if I could tweak it a little bit more. So it's a little easier, so it's user friendly and everything. Doing that. Let's see. What else? I can't think of anything more. But like I said, Trump is testifying today. I don't know if he's testifying tomorrow or not. Then you have Ivanka. She's supposed to testify. So it'd be like father, like daughter, or like daughter, like father type thing. Probably the same thing, unless she's smart enough to answer the questions and be truthful. And it sounded like to me Trump's sons were not very smart. Okay? They're just like their dad. Not really willing to learn the rules and everything else, because Trump himself has never learned the rules and laws. So, again, we'll see what happens on that one. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and I will post this on my YouTube channel. Hope to see you there on that one, too. Um, I'll just keep an eye on the news and everything that's going on through Minus Touch and everything. Um, they're very good, by the way, Minus Touch, because they have like me, like Michael Cohen's Mea Culpa. Um, yeah, you too, Dorothy. Mea Culpa, and of course the Minus Touch podcast. That's very, very good because it gives a breakdown on all the legal rules and regulations and procedures that they have to go through. And it's a good thing to learn. So anyway, I will see you later. Be sure to insist, persist, and push back. Don't let anybody tell you different. Um, if you want to save our democracy and everything, uh, I lived this through 67 years, and that's the way it's been. So, why change it? Pretty much. So, anyway, I will see you later. Okay, I'll see you on. Let me double check my calendar. Hold on 1 minute. Let me check my calendar. Um, okay, I will see you on Wednesday, the 8th. I don't really have anything going on that's particularly important. So, okay, see you later. Love you. Bye bye.